All right, welcome back, everybody. It's good to be back at it with the heroes of Okkorim, our Chentoufi Chronicles, and we're excited to jump back in right where we left off. So I am Garner Andrews, the Dungeon Master General here at GaryCon Live, and I have a fantastic crew here that I am working with. So I will let's actually start out this time just by reminding people who we are, kind of what we're into, what we do on a regular basis. And Markia, why don't we start with you?
Hello, everyone. I'm Markia McCarty, and you can find me around the internet in different places at Markia McCarty, MARKEIA MCCARTY, or Darth Markia, like as in Vader. So yes, I'm a GM from around a bunch of things. You can find me at D&D in the Castle and so much fun stuff there. But for this, I am Teak Karu. I am an Owlin monk, Astral of the Way. Soul, Astral of the Way soul, yes. And I am nuts for bakery items. Have bakery item, will get distracted. So sorry, I did not answer the question.
You're good. I think there's something wrong on my side. There's a little bit of an echo, which means I'm probably piping you guys audio in twice, and I got to figure out how that works. But anyway, I apologize. I'm trying to work that out. But Eric, then Chad, then Bart. And Bart, when you get done, go ahead and jump in with our recap, and I'll keep working on the sound here.
Cool. Hey guys, yeah, so I'm Eric Wahlberg. You can find me on TikTok with Dad Jokes and Dragons. I dress up, cosplay with my daughter, and we do a lot of D&D fantasy-related puns and silly skits. And aside from that, you can see me here every other week, gaming with these super awesome, amazing people. And a quick shout out to my buddy Chris, who is in the audience that I played with on Gen Con TV. So hi, Chris. That's it.
Okay. Hi, I'm Chad, Vamp Wickman online. Besides being here playing with these amazing people and our awesome Dungeon Master General, I'll be at GaryCon working the auction there as an assistant with the charity auction for Children's Wisconsin. So it'll be my, I don't know how many years I've been doing it, several. We've made more money every year, which is great. So that's exciting. I'll be on stream tomorrow on Ty Thalanos' channel for the third part of a two-shot because he just couldn't kill us fast enough, apparently. Here I'm playing Logger Stone Forest. I'm a hill dwarf druid of the land, desert, if you don't know. I like flowers and I like all kinds of sand, whether it's in my beard, on my body, rolling on it, using it for spells, dabbling a little bit on somebody else for some kind of inspiration. I'm smiling, but you can't tell because of the beard.
Yeah. So, Chad, I had a friend one time that told me there were, X number of unique colors of sand, naturally occurring unique colors of sand. I'm sure that at some point you can enlighten us on that.
Absolutely. There are dozens of naturally occurring sand. And when animals get rolled in them too, they sort of can change the color of the sand too. I've got jars and bottles of it all over my body.
That reminds me of that character in Tolkien's books, Radagast.
Yeah.
Why, yes. I see where you're going with that.
No doubt.
You're not wrong.
All right.
You forgot you were also the dispenser of Dwarven Justice.
That's right.
I do Dwarven Justice. Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Sakim, what does Sakim bring to this party here?
Well, Sakim is the president of the Chentoufi Chamber of Commerce and Merchants Association. He kind of got roped into this whole thing, trying to facilitate some heroes to aid his precious city and the bazaar that he loves so much and frequents, and generally knows somebody to be able to help anywhere. If you need something, if you're looking for that perfect mint tea parlor, he knows it. The hookah bar, he can direct you to. If you're looking for the best street vendor for some falafel, he can get you right there, especially ones with a really good spicy sauce. He will get you right where you need to go. Just a quick backup. My name is Bart, also known online as Zombart or Alien Antihero. I'm one of the founding members of Chaotic Good Gaming, and I also DM on this channel occasionally. So you please keep an eye out for me. I will be here just about every week, either as a player or as a DM. Just so we can bring ourselves back up to speed from last time, we found ourselves in the village of Melanfer on the island of Mole, and even as we were being beset by these large crab-like monsters, our warrior poet Volric was swarmed by the Carpaxians. We did manage to defeat them with some memorable moments, including where Dr. Health went after them with an overly large bone saw, and also when Teak bashed several of the creatures to death with a claw arm she pulled from one of them. The remaining crab creatures booked it back to the sea when they saw the gigantic sea creature lumber out of the surf and onto the beach. The arrival of a horror from the sea had all the villagers even more disturbed than the Carpaxians. After the creature batted aside the mechanical crabs, he attempted to tenderize and swallow poor Volric. Fortunately, with a little sand and some interpretive dance, Lager was able to parley with the Balruk, or sea strangler, and convince the creature we were not its enemy. And then at that point, it did lumber back into the sea. Following this, this exhausting battle took a toll on the party, so Volric treated the party to a battle poem and lifted everyone's spirits. Following that, after a short rest, we rode out from the island of Mole to find Ireshkigal's tomb beneath the Phantom's Reef, and were attacked by giant zombie sharks. We did manage to fight them off, and eventually we did find the atoll where we needed to go to move forward towards the tomb.
There you go.
And that brings you today.
All right. Any questions from our party members before we get started?
Yes, actually. What kind of giveaways do we have today for our audience?
So we will be doing a set of the dice from Fantasy Grounds. So you don't have to have a Fantasy Grounds account yet, but for those of us who play a myriad of games, and it could be D&D, it could be Pathfinder, it could be Call of Cthulhu, you can customize your dice. And so we're going to give away one of those sets of dice today. And then we're also going to give away one of the, at your choice, one of the Chentoufi modules by Luke Gygax. So you will get to pick which one that you want. We are going through the third of 3 right now for the Okkorim Chronicles, and this one's called The Fate of Chentoufi. So we are in the middle of the Fate of Chentoufi right now. So if you're interested in these, definitely jump in and register. So those are our 2 giveaways that we're doing today. What else? Anything about the game?
Do we have?
Okay.
Do we have time for a short rest? Is my audio okay?
That's a good question. Lady Bird, how is her audio sounding right now? You can just text us in our chat channel. And then one other thing that I would just, okay, it says your audio is great. One other thing that I would just like to mention, here at GaryCon and GaryCon Live, we are extremely supportive of philanthropic things. We have done Doctors Without Borders. We've done St. Jude's. We always do, well, I say always, but for the last 3 years, and it could change from one year to the next, but for the last 3 years, we have supported Children's of Wisconsin. We've supported the Lions Club. And right now, our fifth member is on the way home, and she will be here shortly. But she does live in the LA area with a number of others, including Markia and Luke and some others too. But she is doing some significant support of our first responders there, and so we will always allow people to show up or miss sessions if they are doing charitable work too. So we really think that it's important to do that. So
Translation: He only tries to kill us when we're here.
That's right. I'm a lot nicer to people who actually aren't actively in game. So, although when Chad was doing his, it did start as a philanthropy thing that he was doing with some of his football friends. And they did a great job. By the way, what were you guys raising money for, Chad?
We raise money. Our main charity is Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Awesome. Yep. So anyway, Chad and his Baltimore Raven fan friends were doing some fundraising stuff. I did my best to kill off kill off our resident dwarven cleric, but alas, that didn't happen. And then he actually started looking really good. So, all right. So, jumping in where we left off, you have found the atoll, and so let's take a look at what you are actually looking at. So, Phantom's Reef is an eerily serene atoll, stretching only about 900 feet long and 600 feet wide. A few stubborn trees and shrubs dot the landscape, peeking up from the sand like skeletal remains. The true marvel of the atoll is the seemingly bottomless azure chasm carved into its heart, a nearly perfect circle cut into the island, framed by stark white sand and filled with a deep blue water. The contrast of the hole in the sea to the surrounding shallow water gives the appearance of a gateway to the depths. What lies beyond is simultaneously mysterious and terrifying. So, as you look at this, one of the things that adds to the terror is, and you have been standing here looking at this thing for a relatively short period of time, but there are whirlpools that pop up in random places. Like it's not the same anytime that you look at it, but there are whirlpools that keep popping up, and it's almost like a vortex down into the down into that icy blue depth. So it is a very pleasant and serene place, although the beaches itself, the atoll itself, is very peaceful looking. The vortexes don't seem to make a significant amount of sound, so it's not like disturbing the wildlife or anything like that. And there is plenty of wildlife that that is around on the atoll as well, birds and crabs and other normal sized crabs, and not construct giant mechanical ones. But and you do see a number of different groups of fish, schools of fish that are both inside the pool in the center, but also and more prevalent outside the atoll itself. So I think Teak was indicating that he might be interested in catching a quick nap or something to that effect.
Yes, indeed. Definitely a short rest. Want to do a little bit of healing, I believe.
Do we see any tracks since we're tracking down? I assume Pelicos is coming here, right, or has been here.
So you go ahead and make a perception check for me. Okay, as you search the beach and some of the surrounding flora, you don't see anything that is indicative of anybody else who has been here. But from all the descriptions that you had heard, this is definitely where the very strange behavior seems to be centered around. Kind of their equivalent here in the Chentoufi area of a Bermuda Triangle. All right.
And we do know it's a tomb of a lich goddess that wants to like get her power back and take over some stuff. So I imagine it's probably not the nicest place to hang out.
Yep. Your understanding from Loam was that this is the place, right? This is where you will find that temple, that place where she was at rest.
You're a Gishkigal, right? Is that how you say it?
Yeah,
Ireshkigal?
Ireshkigal. So,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That lady.
All right. So everybody else interested in a short rest as well?
Sure.
Right. Let's see what we can do here.
It's not going to go terrifically bad. This is not
What
going
could
to go
go wrong?
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? All right. So those of you who have them, you set up your hammocks between a couple of palm trees here and there. Those of you who don't are finding a little bit of shade in behind a large rock or two, and you are able to actually catch about an hour's worth of rest here.
Woohoo!
I bury most of myself in sand. It's cool and it feels good.
It is exceedingly comfortable for you.
Wet sand.
All right.
Do you want me to roll my hit dice to heal or?
Yep. So, and the way you do that in Fantasy Grounds is it lets you automate them. On the front page of your character sheet at the bottom in the center, you can see your hit dice, and you just double click there or drag and drop it onto the chat window, and it will roll it for you. Okay. As many as you guys are, interested in there.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I think I have all my
Right.
points.
Yeah, that's everybody healed up now, and our sailors have also been able to heal themselves, as well as the priestess that you brought with you too. So there are 5 others here. There is a priestess, and then there are 4 sailors who are with you. Okay.
Yeah, but she didn't heal us. Why do we have her here again?
So we can breathe underwater.
Not heal you because you
On
didn't
her
ask her to heal you. She's like, "Oh, I could have done that for you."
Well, maybe we
Hey,
can
so
run back up here for her use when we need her. So
After the combat tracker cleared itself out and I was reminded about exactly who else was in the party, then I remembered that I could have healed you. So,
Hey, Sakim.
yes, sir.
You know what I say when people ask if I want to take a nap on the sand by the ocean? I say, sure.
Ah,
yes. And you can tune in anytime Eric is here for those groaners.
I love it.
All right. So, you've watched the central area for another hour as well here too. So, and you cannot detect any pattern to the whirlpools here.
So when the whirlpools happen, do they look like they might be something we could plunge down to go to a lower level at an expeditious rate?
You know what? Whoever would like can make a survival check to try to answer that question properly.
I'm a city boy. I'm thinking that's going to be, I asked my sandy friend.
That's right. Logger, why don't you give us a survival check? Oh, Logger, you look at those whirlpools and you are absolutely sure that those whirlpools are not terribly safe. It could, if you were to drag your rowboat across the beach and try to, put it here, you would be worried that rowboat might be torn apart if it got sucked down in one of those whirlpools.
And I figured that out by drizzling some sand in and watching what it does. And man, it's just tearing up my sand structures.
I hate it when it tears up my sand.
You feel that avoiding the whirlpools is probably a pretty good idea. And Logger, that was such a good roll. You did roll a 22 there. You think that while I said there's no pattern to where, you do find a pattern to when. Okay. And so the when is approximately every 5 minutes. You see a new whirlpool pop up. Okay. The fact that it is a very regular thing makes you think that it is deliberate.
It's a pattern, like a video game.
Yes, I will inform my friends about this.
Okay.
Can I roll an investigation check to see if I can follow the pattern?
No, you know that the pattern now is every 5 minutes.
Okay.
You figured that one out on your own. So, yeah.
Huh, look at that. I'll be darned.
So I believe we were going to have our cleric cast underwater breathing before we decide to go down, right?
All right. So Savage Baron, thank you for the cheers. I need to ask Ladybird real quickly what we're looking like on the total amount of bits that have been cheered since the beginning, and how many bits that we have left as well. So, as a reminder to all of our viewers and maybe our players, if you needed to, those bits can be used for you to take advantage of things like getting inspiration if things get dire. So, yep. So we'll let Ladybird check out the total amount so far and read that back to us in a minute. So, what else were you saying? All right. So then what are we going to do?
I believe first we want to have the cleric cast underwater breathing on us because it's I think it's up to like 8 or 12 people or something.
Yep. So she is easily able to cast water breathing on each of you, and that does also include it also includes Dr. Helleth.
So it looks like we have 5 minutes in between. Maybe we should jump as soon as it's clear.
I think it's a great plan.
That underwater breathing 24 hours or is it 8 hours?
24, I believe.
24, cool.
Just not in a row.
Teak did not have a great experience underwater before, so he's paying very, very particular attention to the water details.
Yeah. You see, Sakim is wandering around back and forth, little fidgety. This is not his cup of butter either. So,
Cup of butter? You getting into baking for Teak? What are
sure. Well, we were trying to cook some crab legs last time, so.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so I'll jump in first then as soon as it opens up, like the very beginning of that 5-minute break.
Okay, and do me a favor as we do this, remind me who's got what additional items that are helping you with conveyance in the water and other things like that.
I only have that necklace that allows me to breathe underwater for, I believe, an hour. So I mean, it's just kind of redundant. That's the only thing I have.
Okay.
Teak has the sandals of swimming, and that allows him to have the same movement speed when he is underwater, and he gets 20 feet of additional speed whenever he surfaces. And I knew off the top of my head. I don't have the thing
Okay.
open.
Very good. All right.
The
And
team has the lens of the briny deep, which allows him to see just fine underwater, and also grants me a +2 wisdom perception checks in low light vision while underwater.
And I cannot sink unless I will myself to.
And I turn into a giant octopus because I'm a druid and I can do that. So my swim speed is 60 feet. I've got 60 feet of dark vision. And if anybody wants to hold on so we can move fast, let's do it.
Yeah,
I'm all in. I'm hugging the octopus.
yeah. Should we just like do it like mountain climbers and tie ropes?
It's like a carnival ride with the 8 arms, right? Everybody jump on an arm. And we're
You're always
going up
trying to
and
touch me. Ugh.
I love it.
Let's do it.
I say, come on, water. We waiting for.
okay. Waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Mark. Yeah.
So you're able to jump in, all right, and you are amazed, like you're amazed at what it looks like underneath as well, too. And so Sakim, you can see this better than anybody else, but the rest of you can see it as you are, close up, and as you are passing it, going down. Obviously, Logger, you have no issues seeing in the water either at this time, but what the atoll is built on coral, and there are lots of caves and openings and other things like that. You see fish swimming in and out of them. A number of different. Everything seems fairly natural here. You don't see anything that's crazy out of the ordinary, but it's absolutely beautiful. The water itself is a crystal clear color as you look down, but the farther down you go, the dimmer and dimmer it actually gets too. So, thank you again, Savage Baron. Really appreciate it. All right.
Thank you.
I love it.
That's it. That's it. So after about 4.5 minutes, you guys are all on high alert. And Sakim, why don't you give me both a perception check, and then I won't. Let's start with Teak. So Teak, there's a I've got a map here that randomly shows how close the whirlpool may be to you. Okay. And so I need a D20 from you this time, Teak. And the lower your roll, the closer the whirlpool actually is as it appears. Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
Um,
So
Good question.
just a straight 20.
Yes, you just need a straight D20. And yes, what's your question, Sakim?
Do you want mine in the tower or outside the tower?
It is fine for it to be outside the tower.
Same question for me.
Okay. Yours can be outside the tower too. Okay. All right, Sakim, you're definitely going to see it as soon as it pops up. So this is just a DC 15, and you've got +11 for your roll. So you should in most cases be able to see where it's forming.
I rolled, but it didn't show up. Wait, I have to definitely roll in the little box.
Just drop it over into the chat box.
Okay, because I rolled on the outside of that and I got a 16, and then it was just like, oh, okay. You know what? When I rolled it outside of the box, I got a 16.
We got points to do that.
Yeah.
I have my inspiration. I would like to use that to re-roll.
Do it. Come on, Markia.
We lost your mic there, Garner.
What he said was that one looked a lot like a 20 to him. That's what I see with his mouth moving. I mean,
He also said that we were all playing brilliantly, and he had never seen players as cool as we are.
Can you hear me again?
in and out.
Yeah, a little bit.
That is
Try again.
problematic. All right.
Oh, I hear
Hey,
that.
hey, there you go.
Coming
All
in.
right. I don't know why it doesn't like me anymore. But okay, so you absolutely can use your inspiration on this. So go ahead and re-roll again, Teak. All right. Unfortunately, it is still extremely close to you. All right. So, and this is all going to be on your cephalopod. Logger, if you would, what is the, so your strength is what?
17.
All right. So what I want is a basically an athletics check. So I'm giving you your strength bonus for sure, and you can take a proficiency bonus as well. So your proficiency bonus is +4, I think, right?
Yes.
All right. So D20 +7, and
I'll just roll the D20 and we can add the +7 together.
we can do that. We can absolutely do that. Okay.
But why? Why would you roll like that?
Yeah. You are easily able to pull everybody away thanks to Sakim's ability to point out exactly where it was, and you think that even if Sakim hadn't pointed it out, you probably could have gotten everybody out. Okay.
None of you all have seen an octopus flex before, so that's a first.
They're like about 4 of the arms going at any one time, right?
Yes.
So, all right.
I'm giving him directions from things I see by using one of the suckers, like the little pad on a laptop, a little mouse pad.
There you go. All right.
Hopefully he's not ticklish.
Yep, Eric, it is your time. Your turn to put the party in danger here.
All
so you are rolling the location, and Sakim, I need another perception check from you.
All right.
And if you fail, Sakim, and you need to swim away from it, you will be putting the entire party at disadvantage of anything that might happen here. Okay.
Woo.
Another 1,000 bits for Markia to smile again and show up at GaryCon.
Gary Con, come on, Markia.
All right.
You said you wanted me to make some kind of roll to put the team in peril when we're rolling?
Just grab the D20 from the bottom and drop it into the chat window. And the lower the roll, the closer the vortex is to you.
13,
okay?
sir.
All right. So fortunately, in this case, the vortex is far enough away from you. It's more than halfway across the pool from you, and Sakim is immediately able to point it out and to let you all know exactly where it is. And Logger, you don't even have to. You do swim a little bit away from it, but you don't have to in order to prevent anybody from getting hurt. Okay. All right, we're gonna keep bouncing back and forth now between Markia and Eric, so to determine where this whirlpool is going to pop up. So Teak, Marquia, it is your turn again to roll for Teak.
It's almost like Garner knows that for some reason, underwater is Teek's kryptonite. And now Teek has to do all the rolls.
Oh no.
All right, here we go. Okay.
Easy. So
Not so bad.
now it is also important that that Sakim try to identify where it is. And again, Sakim easily points it out. It is, nowhere near you guys, and you're able to travel down another 100 feet or so here. So why don't we get Volric to roll, and we'll do it one more time after this for each of you here. Oh no, Volric. All right,
My bad.
Sakim, do you see it? Oh, Sakim sees it, so there's no disadvantage. Now it is up to your cephalopod to pull you away from this in time. And by the way, the closer you are, the higher the DC is. All right, so that's a 22. Again, your octopus is able to take care. And by the way, everybody, like I said cephalopod, but I think I should say that is an octopus. But yes, your octopus is able to pull you away from it. Everybody feels like you're being sucked in there as soon as it starts to appear. But very quickly, Lager, you're able to swim away from that. Okay?
And no one has ever seen a octopus with a beard either, but there's a first for that too.
The Octobeardy.
You put your tentacles up and all of a sudden, it's and all of a sudden, I think I might need to make the rest of your party make a saving throw so that they don't run away in fear, because you look exactly like an Illithid when you do that. So,
Should we check for madness? Oh, wrong game. Sorry.
Kia,
Too late for
let's roll
that.
again for the location. So the location is not very close. And Sakim, do you realize where it is? Oh, yes. You definitely realize where it is. All right. So one more time, please, for location Volric.
All right. So as I'm hugging on to the leg of our octopus friend, I say, I like to hug octopus more than I like to cuddle fish. All right, here we go.
I like that one.
I love
Hey,
it.
I got a good roll because of it.
Okay, you did get a good roll. All right.
Oh,
So, oh no, Bart. Oh no. All right.
I was doing a bit of that one.
Yeah, Bart does not realize at all where it is. All right. So,
I'm busy petting the suckers on this tentacle.
Bart gets too distracted. All right. And when Sakim is too distracted here because he's playing with the suckers on the tentacles,
As one does.
as well as at least that one does, yes. It is too late when you all of a sudden see a giant shape appear not more than 20 feet from you. The creature before you is an otherworldly amalgamation of horror and fascination. Its vast form undulates in the gloom of the water, presenting a silhouette that stretches across most of the cavern. Its elongated body tapers into 8 powerful writhing tentacles, each of those tipped with a hard bone-like protrusion. Its skin is a mottled fusion of iridescent blues and greens that shimmer occasionally with iridescent light, providing momentary trails of light in the darkness. And the light is coming from the creature itself too. You said you were a giant octopus, Lager?
I am a I am a large beast. Yes, I'm a giant
This
octopus.
thing is gargantuan. It is absolutely massive. It puts your size to shame.
That's a little personal, but okay.
Is that a height joke again against the dwarf?
You are pretty.
As a planner philosopher, can Teak recognize where this gargantuan entity might hail from?
Um, extremely unlikely, but there's a chance. So go ahead and give us a roll.
Okay. Do we want to do Arcana with that, or
I think it would actually be either nature or survival.
okay.
You can choose.
Let's do survival.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Teak has no idea, but Teak's gonna speak to it anyway.
Geek, what is it that you're trying to communicate to this thing?
We are not food. But I know where the good food is and send it a location far away from us.
All right. So I would like to share a picture of this thing with you. All right. Here is what you are staring at. And as you are trying to communicate, kind of like a whale does when it opens up its mouth to, ingest all of the krill and suck it in, this thing is starting to open its mouth, and a huge pool of water, is obviously going into its mouth, and you are having to fight against that. So I also need another check from Lager.
Swim, good octopus, swim.
Oh, Lager, that's 12.
Does he have
Lager.
any inspiration left?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Does Lager have any inspiration left?
Are you, well, he certainly didn't get it from you not paying attention to anything that was going on around you. Lager does not have inspiration, but Lager can take advantage of the inspiration from the bits that have been donated.
That's a good idea. Let's try again. This time with feeling.
Yes. I tickle the suckers for good luck.
13. Man.
Yeah.
Lager? Yep.
Didn't tickle hard enough.
Definitely not. All right. Teak, what did you roll? Oh, no, that's not your communication there. All right. So, Teak, how are you going to try to communicate with this thing? Like,
I'm gonna speak abyssal to it.
You're going to speak abyssal?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's common enough. A
Okay.
little bit of primordial a bit in there. I think it'll get the gist of it. I'll keep it real remedial. No fancy words.
Okay. All right. So this thing does not speak abyssal, but because you are trying to keep it very remedial, I mean, there's a remote chance that that you could communicate with it. Okay.
Okay. So what am I rolling here? Oh, he does not have wow. Can I roll Arcana?
Arcana thing.
Okay, what am I rolling?
So you could do performance or persuasion.
Okay. All right, let's do it. Oh, wait. Yikes.
We're just getting the bad rules out of the way, guys. We're just getting the bad rules out of the way.
Hey, this thing, like, you know, to describe what would happen with the two, to this thing, it just looked like you were, you know, kind of flapping around and making honking sounds, right? So it you know, it means nothing to it here. So yeah, with all right, you all are now about to be sucked into the maw of this thing. What are you going to try to do this time? You have probably about 10 more seconds to figure something out.
I would like to shoot out my giant octopus ink, which hopefully won't taste good, which allows me to do a dash right afterwards to try to get away. So
Okay.
not only will we be surrounded in darkness that it can't see us, it'll have to eat that ink, and hopefully we can sneak out of the cloud.
Okay. Right. So, and by the way, you've got enough. I'm sure you've got enough for at least one more inspiration from bits, but I think you may have more than that. Again, let's see. So I wasn't able to look at our chat here. Did we have Lady Bird able to tell us in chat what we had available to us? All right.
She put up some numbers earlier.
That 666-2. I don't understand that. So, but if you could try to work with Lady Bird to make sure, but what we got is Savage Baron donated at least enough for 2. So there is at least one more random one available, to a random or group one available, and then Teak, Volric, and Heleth also have their own inspirations that they've earned as well too.
Right.
So
I'd like to whisper to my axe while this is happening, if I can.
oh yes.
Okay. I say, wakey, wakey, blade so fine, time to chop this foe of mine. Sharpen up and swing with glee. Show them why they should fear thee. Please.
Okay. So for those of you who have not been watching us, we do have a very special magical axe that Volric has, and her name is Visindukona. And when he sings to her, she comes awake and could then be used in a number of very special ways too. So Eric, immediately she starts to glow a nice, cool, icy blue, and you feel while you feel kind of a chill run through your spine, it is something that really makes you feel good. Okay.
All right. Cool.
Yep. All right. So with your dash, Vamp, I'm going to give you another chance at trying to get everybody away from the group. Sakim and Teak, are you going to try anything else as far as communication at this point?
I'm going to try to release like 500 ball bearings and let it chew on that. And you know, be prepared to swim away if our poor Cephalod gets sucked in. And by the way, Ladybird says we have 3,000.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a nice round number. That feels satisfying.
Half have been donated today, and 1,000 have been used up today. So basically, you're at plus 1,500 for the day.
Woo!
All right. So
Makes it more exciting.
all right, and
Going through.
I got your ball bearings. Teak, were you doing something
Yeah, you
Yes.
do.
Teek's gonna try Celestial.
All right. Teak, give
Why
me another.
not? We either get away or we don't. So
Okay. So, Teak, go ahead. Oh no, Teak.
No.
Teak, when you are underwater, something happens. Like something
These
just
are the
happens.
worst. These are the worst rolls Teek has ever done.
Could be a bunch of ball bearings that this thing's trying to digest.
Amazing. All right. And I don't need any rolls from you on what you did. You can definitely throw yours out. All right. Chad, as Lager is, trying to swim away here as quickly as he can, as he, releases his ink into the water as well. Anything else? Are you anything else you're trying to do at the same time? Okay. All right. Go ahead and give me another strength check, please. And this is not easy because this thing is actually deliberately trying to deliberately trying to eat you at this point.
Yes! Told you we were due.
All right. All right. So you are able to shoot away from it. Now, now you need to roll for initiative because it was, surprising you and opening its mouth and sucking you in. Now everybody needs to roll for initiative. Okay.
While it chokes on inky ball bearings.
All right. So let us. Initiative. I'm just rolling for the NPCs. Oh, I don't need the sailors anymore. I'm going to take the sailors off of the combat tracker here. First of all, just make them not visible. All right. My initiative roll was not great. So Volric, you and Sakim have both exceeded mine. All right. Teak, what is going on? Like, this is not you, Teak. Do you?
I think I need my cleansing crystal. This is not.
You do?
This is not how Teek rolls.
So
She should definitely enter for the dice roll when we were given
yeah,
those.
yeah, and maybe even like you need to enter for the dice roll, but you also need to maybe change the color of your dice. I don't know. Like this is weird. All right, and I will take care of Heleth. Heleth is able to. Oof. Heleth is going to join you near the bottom of the order here. All right. So, and what was your movement rate again, Lager?
60.
All right. So you are now 120 feet away from the creature. Okay, because you did say you were sprinting as well, right?
Yeah, I got the dash after shooting out the.
All right.
The ink.
So you are 120 feet away from this nasty creature. All right. So Volric,
Yes.
you are still attached to Lager.
Okay.
And you have before we start, Lager, you are only able to use four of your cephalopod arms because you have one of your companions attached to the other four. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Volric, what are you going to do?
So at this point, we're still trying to outrun it, right?
You have basically gotten some distance between you and it. You don't know how fast it can move. But
I was trying for us not to be eaten by it. That was the main concern.
That's right.
If we have to fight it, we have to fight it, but I don't want to get eaten by it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the plan. It's a good plan.
Rule number 1, don't be lunch.
All right, and we are 120 feet away still, correct?
You are 120 feet away from it.
Okay. So I guess I will use my action and my bonus action to prepare. So I will first use my giant smite power and grow to 9 feet tall. And then I will use my bonus action and I will activate my heal giant rune, which is going to give me half damage resistance to melee attacks, piercing, blunt, and slashing.
Okay.
So I get bigger.
All right.
Smells
Very
like a
good.
fight, guys.
All right. Go ahead and pass your turn, Volric.
Okay. Where's the combat tracker? Is it up here? Oh, I don't have it up. I'm looking at the dice roll.
Okay, I can do it now. You can bring it up at
I got
your
it, brother.
leisure.
I
Okay,
got it.
good. All right, Lager, what are you doing?
I'm basically. I don't know if I can outrun this thing. Can I make a nature check to see if I can see how
Okay.
fast maybe this is?
Make a nature check. Yep.
Let's-
So you're not 100% positive, but you think that it's unlikely that you could outrun this thing.
All
It's
right.
just-
Well, then I'm just gonna hold my turn. If it gets close, I'm gonna attack it.
Okay. And how are you going to attack it? You going to cast a spell? You going to attack it physically as an octopus? What are you doing?
With this one tentacle
Okay.
for now.
All right.
I will I'll see how the first round goes and what it does as to whether I change back.
Okay.
But I figure if it's gonna beat on somebody, maybe it'll beat on me and it might just turn me back to a dwarf, so that's fine.
Yep. And all right. And so Sakeen, your turn.
All right. So Sakim was paying attention when our octopus released his, ink, and I released the 500 ball bearings.
Yes.
Did the creature suck them right in?
So they did go in. The creature, well, I'm not going to wait for its turn to say this, but the creature, did exhale some of them, has exhaled some of them as you have, seen as you were, headed away. Okay.
Okay. Then what I'm going to plan on doing is I'm going to hold my attack, or my action rather, and when it starts trying to suck us in again, I am going to fumble through before you get to that point, I'm going to fumble through my pouches and come out with the waterproof, sealed paper that I had for the eel glands, the rainbow eel glands, the really powerful hallucinogens. And I'm going to wait until it starts trying to suck us in again, and I'm going to release those in the same way we did the ink and the ball bearings. That's my plan for my action. And then I'm going to try to hide underneath some of the octopus's tentacles.
So it is able to take its turn now. The first thing that happens is you see a couple of the tentacles waving around, and Lager, this really occurs to you and to Dr. Helleth probably more than some of the others, but you see hands waving around, and you feel like you're being pushed by some force back towards the creature itself. I would like for you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Got this.
All right. Well, this should be at +3, but I'm just going to click this. It's not great.
Right. So this thing moves towards you, and you are forced back towards it. All right. Everybody is still connected to you, Logger, but the distance has basically been cut to nothing now. Okay. It is going to try to use its tentacles to grab you, and it's going to start with you, but it can actually make an attack on each of you this round. Okay.
I would be doing the same thing though, because I was holding my action for it. So I have.
And I will let all of you do your held actions first. Okay.
I'm getting my cleansing crystal. I'll be right back.
That's right. All right.
Log, you're going the wrong way.
So for Volric and for well, actually all three of you had held actions, right? So we'll start at the top. So Volric, you were first.
I use my ability already. I use my action to wait. Was it a bonus
There's
action?
a tentacle coming at you right now, Volric. Okay.
I use my ability to get my Heal Giant Rune activated, but I guess I didn't use my action. It was my bonus action. So yeah.
That's right. So now your action is. I thought you were going to attack it if it came at you.
I hadn't said, so that would make sense. So I'll go and attack it.
Okay.
Okay. Go. Now, did you activate my Giant Smite for me?
I have not yet.
And my sword is my axe as well. That's now cold.
All right. So your Giant Smite is activated. There we go. And then let's see. Oh, it looks like maybe it was already activated.
Okay.
We got the long sword, got the Giant Smite, and we do have your rune as well. So no, you're looking just right now. Okay, it's got everything on you need.
So as I swing, I say, "You know what this creature's favorite breakfast is? Boat meal." And then I swing. I got a 21.
Okay. So that definitely hits.
Oops, that's damage. Sorry. Damage. I don't see my other dice. I only got my D6.
Right.
I should have another D6 as well. Did it even show up?
No. So what you need to do though is on your actions tab, you see beside the Frost Witch Vision Dacona, where it says 1d8 plus 5 slashing and magic.
Yep.
Drop that onto the creature, the unidentified creature in the combat tracker.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Does it say?
And the attack could have been done the same way too, but you're fine.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so I have to find unidentified. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, yep. I think I got it. Okay, swinging.
And if you can't, you can just drop it in the chat, and I can drop it on.
There we go.
Oh, yep. All right. Oh, very good. Very good. Okay.
I get 2 attacks.
Yep.
So second attack.
That'll hit too.
Excellent. Okay.
Right.
All right. Sorry, that was an accident. That's my turn.
Okay. Lager, it is your turn as well. And by the way, Lager, I haven't woven this into the narrative yet, but we'll do this starting really now. You guys have been pulled back into your ink release, it doesn't affect you at all, Logger, but it's going to affect others as well. Okay.
Not me.
That's because you've got these little glasses on. But
Did it move towards us as well?
yes, it did. It
So
absolutely
the
did.
ink is a 20-foot radius. So we were 120 feet away. If it moved half the
So
way,
you wait a minute. So you let that ink go as you were dashing, and basically you've been pushed back towards it 60 feet,
Okay.
and it has come up 60 feet.
cool. All right, I'm gonna try to hit it with my tentacle.
Okay.
I'm just gonna throw a d20 and it's +5. So And I
Yeah.
missed.
So giant octopus. Is it only plus
Plus
5?
five. It's +5 to hit. That's an 8.
So yeah. So it's got a strength of 17, so it'll use its strength. Like if you had a better, strength, and a strength bonus, you could use it, but you need to use its. So yeah, the +5. Yeah, that's not going to hit with a 3.
I know.
Yeah, your total of a 8 does not hit. Okay.
I don't fight much as an octopus. I'm just saying.
All right. Anything else? I think that was all you said you were going to do, right?
Yep.
Okay. Sakeem, what are you doing?
So how close is he?
You are melee range now.
Oh, okay. In that case, I swim towards that central eye, and rather than if he's not trying to suck in like a whirlwind like he was, I'm gonna splatter that package of rainbow hallucinogen glands right in that central eye and give him sort of like an ocular kind of dizzying effect.
Okay.
So what would you like me to roll for that? Just my regular dagger attack kind of thing?
Well, I mean, are you going to do it like a melee, or are you going to try to throw it at it
No,
some way?
no, I'm
What are
gonna
you
do it like a melee.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a dagger attack. That's fine.
Okay. And he is in melee with everybody else, right?
Yeah, but he's a gargantuan beast that is really not. I'm going to give you the damage bonus, but you're not going to get an advantage to hit. And unfortunately, that doesn't hit no matter what you do.
Does anybody care if I use another one of our inspiration points?
Go for it.
Because I really want to see what's going to happen if this guy gets all torqued. Come on, big money.
Okay. So you hit, and so you had this basic, and we filled up skins, right? That's what we filled up.
Yeah. So in other words, I filled up bladders with it,
Yeah.
and skins, like to try to keep it, tight. But I smash it against that eye and I rub it around as good as I can.
So
and try to hold my breath until I'm out of the cloud of it.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, but there's still a chance something's going to happen to you too.
That's fine.
All right.
One hero makes you larger.
No matter what, I'm going to say that it is blinded. Okay.
Oh, nice.
And then it's blinded in that eye. Okay. It's obviously got 3. It's got more than one eye, right? But it is definitely blinded in that eye, which is definitely going to impact it negatively. Okay. It needs to make a Constitution save. Okay.
Come on, crappy saves.
So DC 15 on this save. Okay. All right. So it has made its save, but it is blinded. Now, you are deliberately trying not to see it, and you don't have to. You breathe underwater, but you're holding your breath proverbially here. So with advantage, And I want you to make a save as well. Okay.
Okay. Constitution.
Yes, Constitution save with advantage.
Oh, this is going to be bad. Oh, thank God. Okay.
If you roll 19, it won't be bad. So very good. Very good. All right. So neither of you have taken an effect from the poison there. Okay. But the poison, because you made contact with his eye, is definitely going to, like, he is now, you see kind of a pasty sheen come over his eye. You can't tell if that's because the fluid from the poison was on there, or maybe he, covered his eye with a, inner eyelid or something else like that. But clearly, you have affected his vision. Okay.
All right. In that case, what I want to do is I now want to use. Well, I mean, I guess I'm not breaking melee with him. I want to go ahead and swim back over the top of his carapace here, and just kind of like, if that eye is blinded, I'm going to try to hide behind himself,
Okay.
just like you try to hide behind a large creature.
You needed to tell me beforehand that was part of your.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
action
you're
that
right.
you
You're
were-
right. You're right. You're right.
Yep.
Sorry.
So yeah, you were just standing there hoping that you would still be 120 feet away from him, and you knew what you were going to do if you did. You didn't
Gotcha.
think, oh, I need to swim and hide. So
Good point. Good point.
okay. All right. So now he's going to
So
make
awesome
his
that it worked.
tentacle attacks against each of you, but he is going to have a minus in order to hit. So I'm actually going to give him a -5 to hit.
Ooh, we got to bless the party just now.
Oh goodness! All right.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yes,
Touch of Evil.
You guys are messing up my plans here. All right,
Yeah.
hold on.
Look at
Let's.
the fan base.
Touch of Angel.
Make sure everybody gets blessed. Teak was left out one time.
That's right. That's right. All right. So I think that Heleth actually has it in her actions, which makes it pretty easy for me to do here. Yes, she does. All right. So I'm going to drop bless on each of you. So bless. There's Volric being blessed. Okay. Lager, you're being blessed. Up all your bad rolls, right? All right. So, all right. Yeah. So I'm not listening to the sound effects, but I do have the sound effects going. So each time that got cast, which was all 5 times, the sound effect for that went off on the stream. All right. So
Carter's punishing them for the blessed spell.
Yep. All right. And so, and I got your message there, Ladybird. Thank you for that. So now he's still going to make his attack. He's still going to be at -5. You guys are going to get blessed though. So, I am actually going to, I'm going to attack all of you at the same time. But then I'll roll damage separately is what I'll do. So, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then making the attack against each of you. All right. Why did it only attack 4 of you? Who did I miss? Targets were Lager and Sakim. What? Oh, they're only Lager and Sakim because those were the only 2 that got hit. So I missed somebody else. So Heleth got hit. No. Yeah, Heleth got hit. Heleth got hit with a 20. Volric was missed. Sakim was... Got Heleth on here twice. That's weird. But she got hit both times. All right. So Sorry for screwing that up, y'all. All right, so
We can always redo it if you want.
no, I'm good with you and Hella haven't been hit. All right, Logger, you. Oh.
I have an AC of
Hold on.
11. So
It's not accurate. Hold on, that's just the natural roll here, and it did not take into effect the -5. So, all right. So, all right. So everybody but Volric is no. I take it back. Sakim, you're not hit either. Volric and Sakim are not hit, but
Squishy.
yep. But Heleth and Lager and Teak are hit. Okay.
Where's that -5 it's supposed to have?
So,
is
well,
it in the room with us?
It is in the room, but look, you got hit with a 28, and so -5 is actually 23, and that still beats your armor class. Okay. He rolled a 16.
Technically speaking.
Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately. Now there is a saving throw, so I need each of you to make a dexterity saving throw. Okay?
Okay. I'm doing evasion.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing evasion for this.
Okay. Yeah, you absolutely can, and it'll half it. All right, Lager, you definitely make your saving throw.
the octopus is very slippery, don't you know?
Okay. So Lager, you're taking half of this. Okay. You take. Oh, that was terrible. Okay. But Lager, you take 8 points of damage. I'll give that to you, and you are not restrained. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, Teak.
I'd like to use my last inspiration.
You may do that. You absolutely may.
So
I don't know what's going on today.
So Garner,
Yes, sir.
I would like to use my reaction and save Teak.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm re-rolling. I'm using my inspiration.
Okay.
So, but save it just in
I'm
case.
saving. Saving
Yeah.
on standby.
All right. Here we go. Let's do this one more time. I changed my dice.
Good.
Oh
Okay.
no!
Okay, you know what? That is impossible. That's impossible.
Okay.
Don't we have a
So-
soundbite for that?
You know what? I do need to make sure there's not something wrong with the system. Teak, one more time, please.
Okay. If it's a 1 again,
If it's a 1,
if it's a
there's
1 again,
something
he
wrong.
just needs to die. I mean, it's hilarious. It's very funny.
So I'm gonna let that last one stand, Teak, and you will have made your save and you used your evasion. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I'm changing my dice again.
Uh-huh. All
I
right.
don't know. Maybe those are good now. You get all the bad out of the way.
And so we need Heleth to also make a save now. Oh goodness. Come on, Heleth.
You were talking a big game about not killing people when they weren't here.
I know, right? So dexterity, she does get a +1, and she's got the okay, so come on, numbers. Oh no.
Yeah.
All right. So Heleth, unfortunately, is going to take the whole thing. All right. So first of all, let me actually go back and give Lager the 8 points of damage he was supposed to have.
So keep in mind, those hit points are not right because you've taken 8 of my 52 hit points of my octopus. I am fully healed. If you drop me down to 0 here, I pop back. So I'll keep track of that. I promise.
So, and 16.
Did not take damage because they didn't get hit.
Yeah, you didn't get hit. I took it off. All right. Teak was going to take half damage. I'm interested, Teak. How much damage were you going to take?
Oh,
Teak use invasion.
Oh, he's
How much-
just
oh my
curious.
god, that would have been horrible. Thank God I use evasion. Ah, what? Why?
Yeah, you're good, Teak. All right, so now let's do Helith. Helith. All right, Helith is taking 22.
Whoa! Hey! Whoa!
So can I use my reaction now?
All right, so what
You
reaction are
just
you going to
did
use?
22 to me.
So I have once per short rest, I can use that cloud rune, which redirects an attack.
And so you've got to make the. You remind me how that works. You got to make the attack on something else, right?
Which could be, for example, me, which
Yeah.
it will be. So so I'll shift it, and I guess since you're rolling the same roll, it'd be a miss. But if you want to re-roll, that's fine too, because it still applies to the armor class of the creature that I defer it to.
The attack, if you look up top here, was a 21. It was a 26 minus 5 is what it was.
Okay, that will hit me then.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So I say, Helith, I got this.
Okay. All right.
Consider yourself Helith lucky.
All right. So yeah, you but I'm gonna make like you still have a chance of avoiding the full brunt of it. So why don't you take? Why don't you make a dexterity save as well?
My super awesome dexterity. Dex save.
And
Go.
is that once per short rest or long rest?
Short rest.
Okay.
Did that? I guess it didn't roll. Dex save incoming. Here we go. Oh, I got my plus 2. How's that?
Right.
How's a 5? Is 5 good?
No. Nope. 5 is not good. All
What
right.
is going on with today?
I'll go ahead and use my inspiration. Here we go.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you can use your inspiration.
We have needed every
How
bit
about
of
a
love
6?
that the audience gave us.
It's 6 batter. Does that work?
Why?
Warning, the dice
Garner,
you're
what did you
using.
do?
The dice you're using might be cursed. Warning.
And you're still doing damage to me.
Okay, so I take the brunt.
So you take 22.
Okay, so that will be -3 first because of my heavy armor master.
Yeah. Well, it did it when I dropped it on you.
Okay,
So
and then it also did it half it because of the hill giant rune active as well.
it did not half it. Yeah. So the only thing that I've got on you for your rune is resist poison and then advantages on saves versus being poisoned.
So it's I have to activate the hill giant rune
okay.
to get
all right.
damage.
Yeah. Sorry about
What I
that.
did-
I didn't. I thought that we had the right thing on you.
No problem.
So yeah, because you get resistance from bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. Okay. I have put it on you again now, so it will behave properly. But you only took a total of 9 then. Okay.
Okay, cool. All right.
All right. Lager, you're supposed to have 17, right?
So I made the save, so I took half. How it would work here is if I put the rest of my hit points that my octopus has as temporary hit points. That
Okay, that's
technically
good.
would be what.
That's perfect. And I do the same thing when I don't have a plug-in that actually controls it. So that's good. And I see what I was doing wrong. So I apologize for continually adding damage to you.
I know you want to kill me, and I respect that, Garner. I
Doing this
respect.
every time I was rolling damage on other people, I was doing it to them and I was doing it to you as well.
I understand. I feel how you need to get rid of me. I might be that key to the demise of I don't know what. Anyways,
We may want you to live, but you could cause the end of the world. So
I'm down for that.
right.
Dwarven justice.
All right.
Clang, clang.
One other thing, though, that the failure to save did do to you, Volric, is now you are grappled and restrained.
Okay, and that's where I get the disadvantage and all that, right?
Yep. Yeah. So from now on, grappled and restrained basically means you can't move until you can't move until you break free.
So you cannot attack either.
Right. You cannot attack. You cannot take physical action, and it does take an action to break free. Now, the good thing is, and I think you know this, but you have advantage on your strength check in order to break free.
Exactly.
So, all right. And just so that you're aware, in order to break free, let's see.
You have to sing the song. I want to break free.
Don't stop me now.
This thing is massive. It is a DC 20 to break free. Okay.
All right. Cool.
All right. You got the ability to do so, and yeah.
I do.
All right. Now, in addition to the attack and to you being pushed closer to it, the entire area is filled up with ink now as well. Okay? So this does not affect, it doesn't affect either Lager or Sakim, but it affects everybody else. Okay, so
because they're apparatus, they're magic items.
well, so Sakim has a pair of goggles on that prevent the effect, and Lager is in his octopus form is immune to the effect.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Sounds good.
but everything in this area now where you guys are fighting is heavily obscured. Okay. All right. That is all this thing can do. Dr. Helleth, what do we want Dr. Helleth to do?
Save me.
Spiritual weapon.
What does she
Some kind
have?
of sushi knife.
So, yeah, so I can
Yeah.
definitely walk you through what she's got available to her right now. Yeah, turn undead is not going to do any good, and she does have divine strike that she can add to other things. She can. So cantrips are guidance, light, magic stone, spare the dying, and toll the dead. Yellow been blessed, not worried about that. She can heal with cure wounds. She can attack with guiding bolt, heal with healing word. She's got shield of faith in case. Shield of faith is not shield. It's puts a +2 on anybody's armor class is what it does. And then we've got Beacon of Hope, Life Transference, which is basically 48 from her to somebody else. You got Mass Healing Word. We've got Meld to Stone, which is useless in this case. Revivify, we hope we won't need that. Speak with Dead, ineffective right now. Spirit Guardians could be one that's effective at this point. That'll do regular radiant or necrotic damage, depending on whether she brings up kind of good or bad Spirit Guardians. She has Death Ward that she can use if somebody looks like they're teetering on the edge. She could cast that. She has Guardian of Faith, another guardian similar to the Spirit Guardians that could be leveraged. It does radiant damage. Stone Shape, again, no effect right now. Mass Cure Wounds, and then Raise Dead. Again, we hope we don't need that. So, and she does have a Ilqua and a Morning Star that she can use as weapons right now. The Morning Star is the more powerful of those weapons.
What's that every round AoE attack? One of the first ones you mentioned.
Spiritual weapon.
No,
Right.
spiritual guardian.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah. Spiritual, Spirit Guardians. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah,
And she
that's what
can, as a
I-
reaction, do spiritual weapon. So,
I think that might be the lineup then, right?
yep.
I mean, that sounds good to me. How about y'all?
And the way that Spiritual Guardians works is it is a 15-foot radius from her. So even if she's blinded, it takes effect. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. So she will cast spiritual guardians. It gets a wisdom saving throw. All right. So let's see how it does on its wisdom saving throw. It succeeded, but it is still going to take damage. All right. So it takes. He's got that, and then yeah, it's got to save every time for spiritual guardians now. Okay. All right. She will also attack with the spiritual weapon, and so it appears near her, and technically she shouldn't get the 4, but it doesn't matter. She would have hit anyway. The spiritual weapon doesn't benefit from the bless, but all right. So you also see a scalpel pop up and slice into this thing. Okay. All right. Teak. Best of luck, Teak. I need to see some positive rolls.
I think we all do at this point. I think we all do.
Yes,
Okay. Woo. All right. So this is a little setup of actions that we're gonna do that we haven't done yet. So I'm not certain if we have that set up or not, but we'll just talk through it real quick. So for my bonus action, I will be activating Arms of the Astral Self. I will also be activating Visage of the Astral Self, which I can do as part of the bonus action when I activate Arms of the Astral Self. It's just so we know what the other one does, and you know it'll do that DC 15 save for that. I'll put that in here, but I just want to say for Visage of the Astral Self, I'm going to get Astral Sight, so I can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120 feet. I have Wisdom of Spirit, so I have advantage on Wisdom and Charisma checks if it ever wants to do that. I have, here's the one, Word of the Spirit. So when I speak, I can direct my words to a creature of my choice that I can see within 60 feet of me, making it so only that creature can hear me. Or I can amplify my voice so all creatures within 600 feet can hear me. Okay, so all right, so let's pop the claws with those extra arms. First off, and we'll see if it does that save.
A little bit more detail there, though, around. So when it is going to be able to clearly hear you, what is it that you want to potentially communicate?
Well, remember I said that any creatures within 600 feet can hear me. I can do it can hear me, or all creatures within 600 feet.
Yep.
I kind of want to attract a whole bunch of things to this location, because right now it's super focused on us and it's hungry. So how about we give it some other things to deal with?
Trying to communicate something to it.
Well, my rolls against it haven't been really great, and I'm out of inspiration.
There's no way you keep rolling low numbers.
When you said that before, I did 2 1s in a row, mister. Okay, so let's see how it does with sorry,
so we're starting one of our 4 attacks. Is that what we're starting with?
No. Right now I'm popping my claws. Arms of the Astral Self is coming out. It has to do a DC save against that.
You need to drop that save on it in the combat
Oh.
tracker.
Is it the unidentified?
Yes, correct. It is the unidentified. Oh, it failed.
Oh,
Yep. Oh, no.
Wait.
Why did it get plus 83? That's wrong.
It has plus 83.
No,
I'm sorry. We have
no.
to run.
No,
y'all.
it doesn't. I don't
This
know what
is
that
done.
is. Hold on. What is that?
There
Hold
is
on-
no
hold on just a second.
communicating with it.
Hold on.
I'm gonna sound like a wound, the most delicious thing in the sea. I'm gonna sound like I'm wounded and just bring all the fellas to the yard. That's just gonna.
plus 83, and we should probably start worshiping this creature.
We found a new god.
Thing here. All right. So, all right. It is supposed to be, and this is a deck save. It's supposed to be plus 3. It definitely failed. Okay.
Okay. So I did a whole, what is it? I think it's like 2d6 of damage. Because it's just a force. It's just force. Wait, where is it?
Everything counts. Everything counts.
Yeah, it does 2d6 of force damage, So I'll go ahead and roll that for it. Boom.
There you go. Not bad.
Not bad. Yep.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that was pretty decent. Pretty decent. Maybe we are on the right side of things. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So we're gonna roll a d6. An even number is me trying to communicate with this creature. I have one thing that maybe might work, and the any odds is I'm calling anything and everything else that I can to this location if that works. So let's take a look. Evens, let's communicate with the creature. So I'm going to utilize Visage of the Word, where this creature, that if it was listening to anything else in the sea, it can only hear me now. And with that supreme focus, I'm going to just speak out, be like, brother, wait,
Okay.
I finally found you.
All right. Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, right. This is not a persuasion character. I need to stop doing this.
Oh, and you know what? Because of your focus, though, I'm going to give it to you with advantage too.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. Let's do advantage here. Maybe I should have called it mother. I don't know its gender. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Hey,
So 14.
All right. So with the 14, what happens is you hear in your mind the question, brother? And it is now trying to use its other arms to kind of push you in front of it. Okay. You can. It's still your turn to do whatever you want, but you clearly hear something in your mind. You know that this is not audible, but you hear something in your mind say, "Brother." And now the other 3 arms that didn't attack are pushing you in front of it. And so what do? You could avoid this. You could, you can do whatever you want.
Because I'm on our giant octopus friend. It's using those other 3 arms to move us all in front of it. Okay. So as that's happening.
Yeah. It's the arm that's attached to him that it's moving.
Okay. Teak and Sakim have like an accord. So Teak does like a whole to Sakim. And I'm gonna as my action, I'm going to attack as much as I can those eyes. Because if it sees, it knows we're not its brother.
I could be a distant cousin.
You think we want to chance it? I'll hold my action. I'll hold my action then. We'll see.
I was already planning on swimming towards the next eye, so we'll see who goes up next.
if we want to chance it, I'm holding my action. But I've done this movement. Whoever could see me do that, because I can't speak now because it can hear me.
Sounds like everybody's leaving it up to you. I don't know. They're awfully quiet.
How does everyone feel about that?
I mean, again, we can't tell you what to do. I can't even talk. I'm just a big old octopus thinking to myself, this is a problem in front of me. I see that you are jealous of my 8 arms and have 4 arms now. I'm hoping that you can increase to get up to 8 so we can do some high-fiving later.
Hi, Aiden.
High eating, yes.
All right, I'm still holding my action. I'm going to try to keep with this communication.
Right. So as we, I just screwed up the screen. Hold on, everybody. All right. That should fix what everybody's viewing online, at least. All right. So Teak, I'm going to pass the turn for you.
Okay.
Volric, you end up grabbing initiative, and Teak, you are actually second in initiative order this time. So, all right. So Volric, next round, things have changed here a little bit. What do you want to do?
Give me a good snapshot of where we are.
Okay. So you what changed and what was different here? So you are restrained. You can try to break free, certainly. But what you can see, oh no, you can't see. I'm sorry. You're actually
That's what I'm asking, yeah.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought. All right. So
Yep.
in that case, so you said I was restrained. So the restrained condition, I can still attack at disadvantage.
You restrained and grappled, and
Yep.
we've had this conversation before, maybe not during the game, but we had it at the very beginning. If you're both restrained and grappled, you can't move. Like, you've got to break that. That is in my additional rules, that is totally incapable of moving. Okay.
Okay, cool. I will respect the Dungeon Master
Yep.
General's call. So in that case, I can't cast a spell where I have to see him, right? Because I can't see him. Correct. Okay, cool. I will try and break out then.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. Okay. Go. Hopefully it'll give me my bonuses. Go. Sorry, it's a ability check. Here we go. I didn't get my my bless, but I still got a 22, which is enough.
You're definitely going to hit. Mm-hmm.
So
Or
that's
not hit, that's a save, right? So
Yep.
that's a strength save. Yep. Okay. So, and it was a 20. So you are able to break free from the grapple. All right. Give me a perception check.
okay. I still can't see though, right?
Correct. Vision
Okay.
is impaired, but give me the perception check.
Incoming. Come on, dice. 10.
Okay. You are not sure which way is away. So you can roll a dice and we're going to swim in a random order. I mean, swim in a random direction if you want to try to move.
I would rather. Is that? I mean, the tentacle's probably right next to me, right? Since I just broke out.
Yes,
I'll swing
there are tentacles
at it.
right there.
Yeah, I'll swing at it. Disadvantage if I can't see.
No, your action was breaking free.
Ah, right. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
In that case, I will. I guess I'll do my best to guess where his mouth is. I don't want to swing towards it.
Okay. All right. Give me a D12, please.
All right. 1d12.
You are shocked to feel teeth as you swim in that direction.
All right. And I already took my action to break, so I'm right next to it. I will use my action surge to grapple it. I just want to be able to keep a hold of it. I'm not going to hold it anywhere. I just want to hold on to it.
Okay. Yeah, that's legit. I mean, technically, rules as written, you can't grapple anything that's more than two things, or more than two sizes different from you. But like that's for you to hold on to it is very reasonable.
Yep, that's all I want to do. So that would be
Okay.
my and so one would be a grapple. Do I make a grapple check or just have it happen?
Give me a strength check. Yep.
Okay, here we go. Okay, grappling.
And you've got advantage on strength, right?
Yeah, 20.
Okay.
And then so action surge gives me two attacks, right? Because I have 2 attacks. So I will attack with my second one at disadvantage then with my axe. I can use a free hand, right?
So yeah, go ahead.
If not, I have unarmed combat, so I can like headbutt it instead for like.
I'm fine with it. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Here we go. So X at disadvantage. So I'll put the disadvantage button somewhere here. Where is it? Where's disadvantage?
It's down in the bottom left-hand corner.
There we go. This. Okay, cool. So the turn is taking like 5 hours. A 19 still.
Yep, that'll still hit.
And I had to roll the combat tracker to do damage.
Yes, just drop it on it in the combat tracker.
Sort of like the SpongeBob. 2 hours later. Here we go. Where is the? There he is.
All right.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm hanging on to like a tooth, and then I'm swinging at my axe, and that's my turn.
Yep. All right, and you've given it another toothache. All right, pass your turn. Teak, what are you going to do?
Yeah, the whole holding of action thing just I had plans and then the initiative had plans. I'm going to continue trying to talk first. Let's I guess we'll do another persuasion roll.
You're going to do another what?
I guess we'll do another persuasion roll.
Okay. Yeah.
No, just say you're gonna succeed at a persuasion roll. You got that positive energy. Come on, Teak. Come on.
Yes. We're gonna kill it with the words. The words are our actions. This is going to be so good.
I want you to roll with advantage because you were successful in communicating something to it last time. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So
okay.
What is it that you're trying to say at this time?
Word is the word.
And again, simple words, because I don't think this creature is, they're caught up on the reading. Brother. There's a disturbance in the sea, and I have been sent to destroy it. It is below us.
Yeah. So, basically you're here to fix the problems, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And then an octopus version of an audio version of Heart.
You've got 4 arms. That's double hearts.
She's giving it double hearts. Is that it? All right. So you were successful in communicating that. That's the way I'm gonna say it right now, right? Okay. Anything else you want to do right now?
Well, I think it wouldn't be a good idea for me to attack it after I just did all of that. So if there is any kind of action that can't be held, I'll do that. But I think that's just about all I can do with this turn.
Blink twice if you understand me.
Yeah, I hope it'll answer.
Team, what are you gonna do?
Okay, I swim out of the cloud of hallucinogens and towards one of its other eyes, and hold my attack in case it starts attacking anyone else.
Okay.
And I'm going to stab the Bagoobu out of that eye if he does start attacking anyone else.
Okay. Pass your turn, Sakim.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Right. So I want everybody to make a dexterity saving throw. I'm sorry, everybody except Teak to make a dexterity saving throw. Holy cow, Sakim.
I do one thing well.
Okay.
Well, 2 things. I also do really well with the Merchants Association.
Volric, you shouldn't be rolling with disadvantage. So hold on a second.
Oh man, it took that nat 20.
Yep. All right.
I know. Ready?
Volric, roll again, please.
Not as good.
So
13.
Volric and Lager, and I got to do Heleth too, though. Okay, so just Volric and Lager. Okay, Heleth dodges, Sakim dodges, but what happens is multiple tentacles for each of you basically get to you and push you away. Like they're just a barrier between you guys and it, and you are being pushed out of the way. You see that others tried to push your companions, but Sakim and Heleth both dodged it, and Teak was not, like, it didn't try to push Teak away. Teak, you hear, and nobody else hears this, but you hear in your head again, what are you? I'm Apsu.
I am Teak Karu.
That rhymes. Absu and Karu. So
I'm thinking the
again,
Rainbow
Teak,
Eel is hitting.
say again.
So I'm thinking the Rainbow Eel is hitting.
Rainbow Eel. So it tells you, Teak, that it knows that there is something disturbing the ocean below, but it is drawn to the powerful water magic that is here. Okay, and that's all you're able to learn in this round. Okay.
Okay.
Lager, what do you want to do?
I want to be a beautiful cephalopod.
Shiny.
I mean, I was pushed away. I didn't see it attack anything. I am patiently waiting.
Yeah, you know that you were not attacked. This is a little bit different.
Am I within 15 feet of Teak?
Um, I'll say you're right at about 15 feet away from Teak.
Can I use one of my tentacles to like steal a snack?
Please
You see it kind of reaching for the bag, kind of.
give me a sleight of hand check.
Well,
I'm not trying to be sneaky. I just want a snack. I'm pretty big.
yeah. Could Teak see that coming and just be like passes over maybe like a really big hunk of something that would
Any-
last on me probably let's say a really tasty firm bean cake, like red bean cake, but like dense red bean cake, the full thing that was wrapped in an oilcloth.
Like in real life.
That's
So,
that's what I do. Passing my turn.
all right.
Waiting.
All right. And Dr. Helleth is just fascinated by this additional creature. She thinks that it is a normal living creature, but she is, terribly fascinated with what's going on here, and with nobody being attacked at this point too. She is also not going to attack. So you are out of combat. It is actually a very good time for a short break here, for us to all take a break. And when we come back, Teak, you seem to be able to communicate with this thing now. And so we will let you try to continue that as soon as we get back. So we will take let's see, we'll actually take an 8-minute break. Okay.
Do we
Right.
want to do a giveaway before or after the break?
Let's do it right after.
Okay.
So we will give away the set of dice, which Teak absolutely must enter, Markia. So that is a requirement. All right. And we will be back in 8 minutes. All right, here we go. course, now that I've got it on where I can see all the mixing going on too, I can tell who it is. So, Chad, I'll be able to prove that it was you. So,
Oh,
Okay,
he's going to try to bring down Dwarven Justice on you.
man.
all
He
right.
doesn't understand.
Welcome back,
He doesn't
everybody.
understand
All
how it works.
right. First things first, we have to do a giveaway. So, yeah. So, Ladybird, let's do this giveaway.
I'm entering this giveaway, y'all.
You are entering this giveaway. That's right.
How do I
So-
do this?
Yep.
If I win, can I give it to her?
No, you can't win.
Oh,
We need to improve the chances that people who really need it can get it.
well, that's what I was trying to do. I was
Yeah.
going to give it to her.
Well, but we also need anybody in the audience who wants to do it, to be able to take it too. So
Yes, they would deserve it. They've been through it with us. You know,
Apparently, man, today
that was
right.
stressful.
huge help. We would have never made it without him.
So Savage Baron, I think that must be something that Ladybird configured to tell us that we're all awesome when we receive tickets. So
Ah.
she's
Ladybird's
sometimes sweet
awesome.
that way.
Yes, she's awesome.
Yep.
That's so cute.
Hey, listen,
Lord.
seriously, I say it as often as I remember, which is probably never often enough, but I really appreciate Ladybird's help. Like she is a very important part of our team and, takes care of us from a streaming standpoint, especially Bart. Bart's like useless when it comes to streaming right now.
Oh, thank you.
And so like really appreciate you, Ladybird.
It's good to know I help out.
Yep. No
Efforts are
doubt. All
appreciated.
right,
when-
she's got that under control now. And hi, Jeff. I see you there lurking. So, and when you say you're all awesome, do you mean the Dungeon Master General too, or you just meant like the players and Ladybird and others like
Not
that?
the Dungeon Master General.
Yeah. All right. So, Peak. You've made some inroads here. What's going on? You've actually gotten this thing to slow down a second, and as you think about what you're going to say next, you hear in your head again. Did you feel something? I've got a little bit of a toothache. It's not bad. But there's something around here that's maybe I ate something that didn't sit well with me.
That has happened to me so many times. I completely understand. Teak is going to launch into his exploits up to this point of the great battles that had to be done with food to be able to get here, where there was a spy of an enemy on this place called the Land, and he had to mark them with a cinnamon biscuit, well, like a cinnamon roll. And he likens a cinnamon roll to like a sweet fish kind of a deal. So he does like convert it into oceanic, imagery for it. And then like the great mechanical crabs on the beach. And he takes great pleasure in saying like how he beat them with their own arms. And it's like they're like tentacles, but not as bendy. He goes on to talk about the zombie sharks that were underneath, and that is an abomination of the sea and of natural order and of the life. And here that we have, I have come. He keeps on saying I for everything, that I have come, and below us, as is prophesized, is the great disturbance, and I will write things for the sea. If you want to help, you can, brother, but I am going to take care of this for us.
When you talk about the sharks as abominations, he seems to take a little bit of an exception to that, but he is
Because they were sassy in the mouth.
but he is totally uh, into your story, right? Um, uh, he he does comment on the fact that it's been a long time since he's heard a good tale, a good history, and he's enjoying this. Why don't you stay here with him and talk for a while longer? Those things have been on the bottom of the sea for a long time now, and you should spend more time with him instead of continuing your journey to the bottom of the sea.
I also ate something that disagrees with me, brother, and I didn't want to bring it up, but my time is limited here. I must go and right this wrong, and then I can come back and I can bring sweet fish with me and we can chat.
Yeah. So what are you going to tell the rest of your party?
That we're screwed. um, I'm going to be like, you know, chill for now, trying to talk us out of this so that we can just head straight down. But chances are, he might be here waiting for us when we come back up. So keep that in mind. But just in case, get
so I shouldn't stab him
prepared
in the
in front of.
Making eyes at you, Sakim.
Yeah.
He's making eyes at you, Sakim. Yeah. What was it you said earlier? Lager, blink twice if
Yeah,
if you understand
blink
me.
twice if you understand.
So make with the stabby. Check.
All right. He says, I definitely understand eating something bad. Okay, you go ahead and do what you need to do, and I'll see you shortly.
You're the best, brother.
So, you know have been talking a little bit, and the ink is starting to dissipate from the water here as well. I need we won't put this on Teek's shoulders. I need Volric to help us out here and give us another D20 roll, please.
You got it, sir. Incoming. 11.
Okay, so it's not really close, but it's enough to feel a tug here. Sakim, do you realize where this spout is coming up again? Sakim, it takes you a minute, but you're like, oh, hey, there's another spout over there. And so with advantage this time, because it is far enough away that there's only a light pull, why don't you, Logger, why don't you see if you can drag everybody away from the pull of this spout?
Well, that's a 15.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You got the 15. It's like,
Got a +7, man.
hey, not so good.
I don't like seeing that one there. I feel like the die is moving around.
Teek's eyes get really wide for a second. And you're like just pulling Teek along away from the sucking feeling of the downspout here. Okay. So you're able to pull everybody away. You see that, but you are all as a party now able to continue on down towards the bottom of the ocean at this point too. So,
Sakim asks Markia, or I'm sorry, Sakim asks Tiki, I'm sorry. Maybe I ingested a little too much of the rainbow eel venom. But were you talking to that thing? Everything just feels kind of swimmy.
Yes, I was. I realize I haven't told, the rest of you a bit about I I travel across dimensions every now and again. I'm actually a planner philosopher, and I encountered an immense energy, an immense energetic entity that ended up giving me, well, this, uh, and where he shows, like his arms and a couple of other things I'm a little embarrassed to show you. But one day it will come, and I owe it a very huge favor. Meanwhile, all giant entities are my brother.
Okay. Yeah, definitely sucked in some of that eel poison. Okay. I'm just gonna
That's what I
relax for a little bit.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay. So as you near the bottom, Sakim, others don't see this quite as well. But Lager, you're also able to see this. There is uh, a rocky um, a rocky bottom that looks, kind of like a hill at the bottom of the ocean here, and interestingly, at what you think are probably the compass points um, is where the reef is actually built up, and it creates massive arches around this hill. Okay, so the hill is huge, but the reef, and remember, the outside of the reef is basically the dimensions of the atoll. And so you're talking about something huge like 900 feet by 600 feet. But and there is um, uh, a lot of support coming up, but there are these huge arches that basically allow you to move in and out of the hole that is this lake in the center of the atoll, and on top of that hill there seems to be a fortress. There are no windows in or out of this. It is just a edifice that seems to be built on top of this hill.
What do you think, guys?
I'm just a little nervous about being in the water for what else is gonna try to attack us.
Yeah, that rocky bottom, that reminds me of Sylvester Stallone's butt. Rocky by his bottom. Never mind. Let's go to the tower.
You've never seen an octopus with a beard grown, have you? Now you have.
Grown or grown?
I think
So
guys.
you're gonna swim around. You're gonna what are you doing?
Looking for that entrance.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been hidden for thousands of years.
So
Indeed.
the closer you get, one of the things that you also see is that there are spikes that are coming out of this thing everywhere, except for one specific area. It's like it was meant to kind of defend itself down here with all of the spikes that are there. But this one area, you look at, and it definitely appears to be a gate. The gate before you is as imposing as it is old. Reliefs of sea creatures adorn both doors, and barbed spikes meant to repel invaders reach out at least 2 feet from the portal, intent upon impaling anyone foolish enough to charge at the doors. While you can see the seam between the twin doors, it's obvious that it has not been opened for many, many years.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd like to go ahead and inspect the door and see if there's anything about it that looks dangerous.
Other than the giant spikes. Okay.
Well, I'm swimming around those, obviously.
Okay. All right. Give me an investigation check, please.
Okay. Come on. Oh, that's not great. Looks good, guys. I'm pretty sure it's safe.
Yeah. Sakim's pretty sure that it is safe. Bart, every now and then your picture's doing that thing.
Yeah, I think I got to shorten my cord here. So I think I fix it for right now. I'm just trying to embrace the 80s max headroom, or 90s, 80s, 90s, late 80s, early 90s.
Can I do just a basic arcana check on the area and these doors? Maybe something will come out of that.
Go ahead and make a.
Maybe recall some additional lore about this place or something like that.
Can you read lips? Because can't hear you. Can't hear you, Garner.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think we could hear you, Garner, just now.
All right. All right.
See, he's chewing on his cords now.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah.
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
We should all have pretended we didn't.
That ain't right.
A lightning bolt.
Yeah.
That was going to happen.
I'm changing my dice for the 4th time this show.
You don't recall anything specific about this this atoll or this set of doors. All right.
Now the doors are at the base, right? Like at the very
yes,
bottom.
Yes. So the doors are at the base. Yes.
Okay. I think I'm gonna switch back to dwarven self. I think I'm a little big to be going as a large octopus into this thing.
Right. Right. As you guys are debating what to try next, you hear a thunderous crack that reverberates through the water around you. As you look towards the gate, you see a mass of bubbles rise from the crack that is forming between the two doors. And before your eyes, the doors begin to open and an eerie green light can be seen beyond. In just a few short seconds, the gate is opened wide enough for you to proceed inside.
Come on, guys, let's proceed inside. And I start swimming at it towards it.
Okay.
That's not creepy at all. Yeah, let's go.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's do it.
And Dr. Helleth is right there with you. So as soon as you all get inside, you are looking at what appears to be a 20 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a 20 by 40 room. And there are sea plants that seem to be like it's like a room that's decorated too, like it's got sea plants in boxes, like window box type boxes with sea plants growing out of it as well. As soon as you are all in the room, the door begins to shut as well. Okay.
Can I swim over and put a python in it to try to keep it from shutting?
As you start to do that, you notice that there is a sucking of the water that is going into grates at your feet.
Oh, never mind. I'll leave it alone.
I was going to let you do it. I mean, if you wanted to, but
Nah,
all
I'll
right.
pass.
So the doors shut, and as the doors shut, the water level from the ceiling down starts to drop from the ceiling. Okay. And so minutes later, you are actually in a room now that is full of air. Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Let us share the new map with you guys.
Okay.
You're looking at the whole map, aren't you?
Yeah.
Go.
Whoops.
We see everything.
Yeah.
Screenshotting now.
It's okay. It's not going to give away too much, but you are in the room, and there are two doors in front of you. And let's turn on line of sight. There we go. All right. So it is glowing green, though. Can you see everything in here? Did I do the map right so that you could see?
Looks good to me.
See the first room, yes.
Yep. Okay. Let me unlock tokens here too. There you go. All right, now you should be able to move things around. Okay, so you are at a door right there, Sakim.
And I'm going to go ahead and investigate this one as well.
Okay.
Hopefully a little more
Yeah,
successfully.
go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Teak, give me a perception check.
Oh my goodness. Hopefully yours is better than mine. Everything looks good.
Let's do it. Wow.
It's still a 15, Teak. Teak, you notice that a incredibly attractive avatar seems to be floating in the air, because there's no water in here anymore. Seems to be floating in the air back behind you in the northwest corner.
It's my twin.
It is none other than your friend Loam.
Oh, the rotting vegetation dude.
Is this Teek's first time running across this person?
No.
Rotting vegetation dude.
He was in the tower.
Oh,
we
that
through.
guy, the built
Yeah.
guy.
Yes.
Okay, then Teek is like, well, fancy seeing you here. And he slicks back his feathers. And if everybody else hasn't seen him, makes it very apparent to everyone.
He is stacked.
Mm-hmm. We can't hear you, Gardner.
Garner, stop chewing on your cord, buddy.
He said we win. Cool.
Nervous?
We win D&D.
I'm about to say that Lager has now joined Sakim with a lightning bolt, but all right.
Yeah. What are the odds?
All right. What are the odds? All right. So you guys take a moment to collect yourself as Teak points out that Loam is back. And suddenly, looking just like he did, he says to you, "I am humbled by your arrival, heroes." And it's his voice echoes in this room, but your trek is not yet over. Within these walls lie 7 gates that are in the process of opening. Once complete, the Leviathan Drive, a magical engine which powers this fortress, will come to life and raise it to the surface. When that happens, I fear stopping Ireshkigal will become nearly impossible. He continues, "I am able to assist you in this process, but I must have your word you will free me or free my body when you find me on the 3rd floor. Do I have your promise?"
Do I detect surprise in his voice when he said that he's glad that we're here? Like, did he not expect us to make it?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Can I do an insight check on if he's made of lies?
Yes, you absolutely may. Logger, you do not perceive any shock. Teak, you don't think that he's lying. You're not totally positive. Sakeem, you feel like he's really being honest.
All right, I think he's genuine, guys. I've known a lot of liars over the years in the bazaar, and he didn't give me any of the tells.
My mother always said, "Be wary of nice abs."
Mm-hmm.
I guess I promise. How about you guys?
Yeah, as long as you're not trying to, get rid of all of the sweet things in the world, I guess I can fly with that.
Is he going to help with the drought that's happening, or is this going to help with the drought that's happening, or what's with the drought that's happening that's everybody's upset?
Says things are worse than you can imagine.
Uh-oh.
He says that a lack of water in this area is the normal way of things. That the area was blessed by some of the artifacts of the Idrisid. And so he says that to keep the drought at bay, you would have to, use the artifacts of the Idrisid. He's not sure that, I'll speak in the first person with him. I'm not sure that that's the best idea. Now, Sakeem, that doesn't sound exactly like what the Sisters of Mezuzah said, but there's definitely some parallels there.
Yeah. I also have my own personal feeling about the city and wanting it to survive and my own interests. So I tell the rest of them that I'm not sure if he's 100% honest about that, but we'll worry about that later.
That's a future us problem.
Yes.
All right. So he's asked you if you'll promise to, free his body when you find him.
Absolutely.
There are many ways to free bodies. Sure.
Purification by fire.
But if you turned out to be a fiend, there will be consequences.
Yeah.
Are you saying that out loud?
Absolutely.
Okay.
As I'm eating sand. Literally, I'm eating sand and I say that. So
yeah. And he tells you, Logger, rest assured, I am no fiend, though I am not what I once was.
Sounds good,
right.
team.
Time to sally forth.
Exactly what a fiend would say.
All right. I did the check. I'll try to open the door.
Okay. So as you reach for the door, he says, I can help you with the door. I can take care of that door for you. But we should discuss what you need to do next in shutting down these gates.
Okay.
he says some of the gates have already been opened, and they need to be shut. He says that some are not yet open, but are in the process of opening, and they also need to be stopped. He says, I can tell you what order they need to be stopped in, and I can provide you with a cipher, but there's also a key, and I don't have that key.
So we need the key before we can shut them or keep them closed?
He says he thinks that is the case.
Okay.
Okay. So where do we get this key?
So he says,
Unless the key was inside of us all along.
Who's got the slippers? Come on.
if only. All right. With that, though, you all start to feel a shaking. Okay. And the entire fortress seems to be shaking. You think that this is probably an earthquake of some sort.
I think this is an earthquake of some sort.
How high is the room?
This room is only 20 feet high.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll proceed forward and we will find this key, or if we don't, we will use our fists. Let's go.
He's talking about the key to the cipher.
Oh,
Like a
brain
code.
stuff.
You
Great.
understand that? Like, I want to make sure we're not miscommunicating. There's this cipher that he's got, and he can share that with you. But the key to the cipher, he can't figure out. He doesn't have it.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you know where we could find it?
Well, he says, he says that he would like to give you the cipher, and maybe you can help figure, and you can ask him other questions after that. But maybe your thought process is better than his, because he keeps reading the cipher and he just can't figure this out. Okay.
Sure. Let us see it.
Yeah,
Right.
let's do it.
So he opens these doors. Oh, hey, you've already got the door open. But you can move into the main area here now. Oh, hey. There. Looks like I forgot to put the other doors in here. Hold on a second. Sorry. Square. Yep.
Those lightning bolts go two ways, buddy.
So you walk into an entryway, and there are stairs going up to the left and to the right. And then there is also a double door that is right in front of you again. And as Loam leads you, he leads you towards the double doors here, and he says, we need to go into the ballroom beyond here. Okay. And so
Right.
he opens the door, and actually I need to put him on the combat tracker here.
Yeah, Dr. Health is being left behind.
Oh, she's falling behind. All right. All right. And all right. Loam is now in the middle of this bar. So the door's open, and he goes in, and he goes into the center of the room here. Okay.
We still can't go in that door yet.
that's weird. So I just drug Volric through. Teak went through. You can't move yourself through?
No.
Interesting.
No, I'm in.
Okay.
Ooh, what's up here?
All right.
No.
That's another door, Teak.
Okay.
So Loam explains that the room that you're in once served as Ireshkigal's ballroom, although she never once entertained guests here. Now at the opposite side of the room from the entrance, he brings you to what looks like a series of mechanisms, switches, and oddly cut gemstones set into a brass panel. There are instructions written in what you now recognize as Yidrisid script. Okay? So he is here. Now, this panel is also in the middle of a wall that seems to be totally clear. You are looking down into an area, or you're looking straight at some massive structure there that that also seems to be glowing with multiple blue and green iridescent light. Okay. So actually, you would have seen it. You should still be able to see it, but it'll be dimmed out on your map. But it's that giant triangle shape. You see that now because you had seen the whole map?
Well, we're aware of it, but it's not on our screens. That is just black squares for any of the rooms that we haven't been in yet. And then anything that we have been in is very, very opaque, except for where we can see. And then also so that, Teak opened a door up at the top of the map and just went through.
I'm gonna let me help here. And I'm going to actually get rid of this wall and replace it with a really big window. All right. You should be able to see that now. You can't move through that area. Okay. All right. And I need to. All right. That should have fixed it. Everybody see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So Loam is pointing at the Yidrisid script.
Okay.
We asked him if he can interpret it for us.
You can't read Yidrisid?
Nope, but you can tell it, and I can write it down in our language.
Okay. He says yes, he can translate for you.
Oh, that'd be
right.
excellent.
So all right. Sorry, guys. Hold on just a second. All right. All right. So here's what he says to you. He says this reads, with the piercing gaze of the eye, channel the unwavering strength of the arm. Ignite the passion within with the burning heart. Let the wings of the mind carry you to new heights. Illuminate the path with the radiant mind's eye. Explore the depths with the umbral core. In all of this, you will find nothing but the void.
What was that part in the middle?
Between with and void? Is that?
That was a reference to an 80s movie. Never mind.
Yep.
Yes, Teak just repeats out loud, "I am the void," and goes into the door that's up at the top of the room, thinking it's a kitchen, maybe.
All right.
Okay, so what do we see around us again? That's anything that seems like it would apply to the cipher we just read.
He says that there's definitely some relationship to the gates that are mentioned here, because he knows that there are different gates, throughout the entire fortress here. He says that. Let's see. Hold on just a second. They gave me. All right. So he says that there are that these gates or portals include light and dark. So those are two different ones: a light one and a dark one, a fire one, a water one, an earth one, and then also a null gate. And there's also an airport or an air gate. Yeah. So 4 elementals: air, earth, fire, and water, a light and dark, and then one that is just null. Okay. We are 10 minutes before our regular stop time. And I think the best thing for us to do is to take the break between now and our next session for you guys to think over what that cipher means and how you want to approach the gates and shutting the gates down.
All right. And Skeem was very carefully writing it down and having him repeat anything that he was behind on.
Yep. And let me, okay, I will give it to you in writing. Don't worry. I'll put it in our chat, our regular chat. But the other thing that he tells you is that right now, let's see, 2 gates are open. The air and water gate are currently open, and the fire gate is in the process of opening. Okay. So that will hopefully help.
Okay.
Okay.
And all these gates that are mentioned in the cipher, we can see all of them right now.
No, you can't see them. He's going to have to lead you to them.
Okay.
Yep.
Is there anything that would be considered an arm? Because I heard about channeling the power of the arm.
Is there anything that could be considered what?
So there was a part of the cipher that mentioned something about leveraging the strength of the arm, something like that. Yes. Is there something that would be an arm?
Mm-hmm. So it said channel the unwavering strength of the arm. There is that is one of the things that baffles him. There's nothing that he can see or understand that might be an arm.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point, though. I mean, we can ask some questions on Discord later and read the cipher.
Absolutely, and we should and Bart, I'm going to put this on you, but we should take notes because people will want to know kind of what the questions were and what the answers to those questions are.
Okay,
Okay.
I can do that.
All right. So it is time for our
Go on,
next
Doug.
giveaway as well. And so our next giveaway is for another of the Okkorim modules. So any and all can enter. All of you can enter as well. But you can have your choice of the Okkorim modules. And, if somebody has won again, obviously has won before, you can obviously choose one of the other three that you haven't won yet. So, all right. So, and I did note that Alicia Marie is actually just able to be getting home from her work, but we will see her and welcome her back next time too. So thank you very much, Alicia, for doing what you did today too, to take care of some of the show appreciation to some of the first responders who have been helping out there in LA. So, all right. Yep. And all right. I am going to look at our stream as well right now. What we're saying on the stream about the right. So, have we got the? Yeah, we got the giveaway started. That's good. Okay. All right. So as we are waiting for the giveaway to proceed here, and Ladybird, how long do we have on the the giveaway before it's done? All right. So while she's answering that, though, why don't we go ahead and we'll go in reverse order this time. We'll start with Bart. Bart, what do you got coming up? Obviously, there's a lot going on for those of us involved with GaryCon, but tell us about what we got coming up, what we want people to be involved in. Tell them what we've got coming up too from a scheduling standpoint for adventures that we're going to have on GaryCon Live. Okay,
I'll start there. So Adventures on GaryCon Live. Next week, we'll actually have another one of the founding members of Chaotic Gaming will be taking over rather than Dungeon Master General or myself. We'll be doing a Norse-themed adventure that myself and several of the other players in my game are going to be playing in, as well as my wife. So that should be some fun. He is an imaginative engine that has zero regulator, so that should be a real fun delve. And then the following week we'll be back here and be doing Chentoufi, and then on the off weeks I'll be doing a Okkorim homebrew where we're exploring the Wyvern Peaks. So that's kind of fun for me as well. So I get to kind of put my own flavor on it and enjoy Okkorim as a DM and build my own little adventures there. So that's exciting, and I'm very much enjoying it. Also, got GaryCon coming up next month, and I will be helping Chad with the charity auction. So definitely looking forward to that and doing what we can to raise money for Children's Wisconsin.
Chad, that wig is awesome.
Yes. Wow. Wear that all the time.
Like it.
Oh, that's
All
hair.
the time.
That's not a wig.
I wish it wasn't. Oh my goodness, this would be awesome.
Chad, do you buy these or does your wife buy these?
I buy them. I've got like 24 wigs. Seriously.
Nice.
They're on stands upstairs that I bought. Oh yeah.
I was going to say I was going to buy you some stands.
5 years ago, long before Baldur's Gate 3 came out, but it really looks like the hair of the vampire guy from Baldur's Gate 3. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, that guy. All right. So, Chad, what do you got coming up?
Tomorrow I'm going to be on Ty Thalanos' channel streaming. Like I said, the third part of a two-parter because we didn't die in the second one. So we're going to see if we die. It's Pathfinder 2, first time playing Pathfinder 2. So it's going okay. Like I said, I haven't died. And again, you'll see me at GaryCon VIP check-in, doing the charity auction. So I'll be there along with Bart, checking the items in, inventorying, posting the stuff on our Facebook page, getting up the excitement to hopefully make even more money this year. In the last 3 years, we've raised over $100,000 for Children's Wisconsin, part of the Children's Miracle Network. So the more the merrier. If people have things to donate, that's great. We've sent emails out to everybody that's bought tickets on how to do that. And if you're there, it's Saturday, 3 to 6 p.m. in the main bar area. It's for charity, bid high. It's for a good cause.
Yep. Children's of Wisconsin. That's right, Jeff. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thanks for answering that, Chad, because I didn't have the ready answer for Savage Bear in there.
Yep. And by the way, I didn't see who won the dice. Who won the dice?
That would be
Bit of Touch of Evil.
Touch of Evil won the dice, yeah.
Oh, congratulations, Touch of Evil. Markia, I'm going to make sure you got a set of dice. Don't worry. Like, you need new dice. You
I just
absolutely
entered
have to have
for
them.
this. I just entered for the second set of dice. I'm like,
Yeah. All right. Anything else, Chad?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right, Eric.
Yeah, hey guys. So yeah, as mentioned before, you can find me on TikTok, Dad Jokes and Dragons. And I will be at GaryCon as well with my daughter dressed up. So if you see me walking down the halls, or if I'm lucky enough to play with you in a game, please do. I am playing in both of Alicia Marie's games. So if you're signed up for those, I will see you there.
That's awesome. Looking forward to it, definitely. All right, and Markia, what you got?
Hey, so yeah, Markia McCarty, MarkeiaMcCarty. Yeah, I mean, since y'all are here on Twitch, I am doing my best to actually have like a soft launch streaming day tomorrow because it's a holiday. Why not? So if y'all are so inclined, go ahead and follow Darth Markia. I'm probably in chat, or you can click somewhere and you'll know when I'm going live. I am not completely certain what I would be doing. Like I said, it'll be a soft launch. It'll probably be more of a hanging out and let's just talk D&D type of a deal. But you're welcome to join me on that.
And feel free to post in the in our Okkorim chat in Category Gaming, and we'll make sure that it gets spread. The word gets spread.
Yay.
Right, we'll definitely spread the word. Absolutely. And has your second session for D&D in a Castle filled up yet?
Yes. Okay.
Oh.
So there was a slight miscommunication. There is one seat left in my first round, and my second round is sold out. So if you are interested in doing TNT in a castle, it's like you're like, hey, you know what? Then yeah, and my first table, which I have the dates here, is June.
These are unique
have-
experiences that you just can't get anywhere else too. So if you are able to do it, I highly recommend that you participate in something like this at least once. It is so fun and so exciting.
It's going to be such a blast. I am so looking forward to it. I believe it is June 29th through July 3rd is my first round, and that's the one where there is one seat left. Well, there's one seat left where you can definitely choose me for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if y'all are interested, please do. Otherwise, you can find me around the internet, anywhere where you find Markia McCarty or Darth Markia. That's TikTok, here, Blue Sky. Come. I'm very active on Blue Sky now. I'm not on the former whatever bird thing that was. I'm not on that one, but I am on Facebook as well. So I'm most active on Instagram and Blue Sky. Oh yeah, my Twitch schedule would not show that I'm on tomorrow. It is a soft launch, so I'm not advertising it except for right here because I'm embarrassed that I might get all my tech stuff messed up.
Understood.
We've
Okay.
never seen that happen before.
Yeah, that
Ever. It doesn't happen.
That's right. Yep. So one thing that I want to let everybody know about is that we are going to have a fair amount of content on Twitch coming up. both because we've got our new DM, Pyromaniac, who will be, joining us and running some games. But we've also got a number of other people, and people regularly join us during March, and we call that the March to GaryCon. And so there will be a number of others that will be doing some additional content for us as well too. So we're definitely excited about that. What are we not supposed to jinx? Touch of Evil? But what do we say
Oh.
that we're going to jinx?
My tech stuff for tomorrow.
Oh, your tech stuff. No way it could be as bad as your dice rolling today. Like, no way. Oh, did I just jinx it?
No, when you're saying negative stuff, it's like normally when you say what could possibly go wrong is when you really jinx it.
That's
Okay,
right.
I do have to wonder about what? How did Touch of
does Touch
Evil win
everything?
again?
Touch is on a freaking roll.
Is it the first person that goes through the giveaway automatically wins it? In any case, well done, Touch of Evil.
His Touch of Evil took all your luck today.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm definitely making sure you've got a set of dice anyway. So.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. But we've got a lot of things coming up, and we really couldn't do it, like I said, without Ladybird. So, and she is on regularly as well. We'll put out some additional information about when she's on, both on our Discord and our social media channels. But Ladybird Uke, Ladybird_Uke is her chat name and channel name. And so definitely tune in for her. She does a lot of different things, but she is very talented. She does music and a lot of conversation and some other stuff like that too. So definitely. Oh, there we go. Thanks, Ladybird. Appreciate you putting that in there.
Great player too. She'll be in next week's game and the one that I DM as well. So.
Yeah, awesome. So now we got to figure out where we're gonna raid. So what do we got?
Gazumba gave us a lot of love tonight.
I'm sorry, who did?
Lord Gazumba gave us a lot of love tonight. Helped us survive.
So, speaking of Lord Gazumba, next weekend he's heading the charity stream for St. Jude's, his annual one. So it'll be Lord Gazumba's channel, Guild Superior. There's several other that'll be stacking one into another all weekend. It's the theme of the games are all undead something, but I think last year they raised over $30,000 for St. Jude. So
nice.
Check out his channel. He'll have the schedule up Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all different channels doing Greyhawk, undead stuff.
You had me on undead.
Can't hear you, buddy.
Yeah, I can't hear you, but thank you for those that kept us alive today. Savage Baron.
Thanks, Lee.
Mac 10 or Timum.
Just turn it off and turn it on, and it starts working again. But thank
you. There you go.
All right, so let us raid into Gazumba then.
Yep, he's got Frank Menser as special guest.
All right, is that right? No. Yeah, I did it right. Hey, I did it right the first time. All right, everybody, thank you very much. We really appreciate everybody tuning in. Another great adventure, and we will be sharing some preview stuff when we start next week, because we'll be doing some stuff in the interim. I'm sorry, 2 weeks from now. Yep. All right. Bye, y'all.
Take care.
Okay, we have raided, and now we will actually bring the stream to an end.